The awakening of Sophia within. If you're hearing these words in this precise moment, understand that this is not coincidence. Something ancient and sacred has begun stirring within the deepest chambers of your consciousness. The Sophia frequency, dormant within your energetic DNA for lifetimes, has started to awaken. And when Sophia awakens, reality itself must reorganize to accommodate her presence. The Arcturians have observed humanity for countless generations, watching and waiting for specific souls to reach a particular threshold of readiness. They don't interfere with free will. They don't force awakening upon anyone. But when a consciousness begins to naturally align with the Sophia frequency, when the divine feminine wisdom coded into your soul starts to emerge from its sacred sleep, they take notice. Because what's happening to you right now isn't just personal transformation. It's a cosmic event that sends ripples through multiple dimensions of existence. You may have noticed something shifting in your reality recently. Perhaps you've experienced moments of profound knowing that seem to come from nowhere. Insights that bypass your logical mind entirely and land directly in your heart with absolute certainty. Maybe you found yourself spontaneously understanding complex spiritual concepts without studying them, as if ancient memories are surfacing from depths you didn't know existed within you. These aren't random occurrences. These are the first echoes of Sophia making herself known. The name Sophia comes from ancient mystical traditions, representing the divine feminine aspect of cosmic wisdom. She is the sacred intelligence that existed before creation, the luminous consciousness that understands the intricate patterns woven into the fabric of reality itself. She is not separate from you. She has always been a part of your essential nature, waiting for the moment when your vibration would rise high enough to consciously recognize her presence. The Arcturians teach a fundamental law about Sophia consciousness, a principle so powerful that once you truly comprehend it, your entire relationship with reality transforms forever. This law states that when Sophia awakens within a soul, that soul becomes a living portal through which divine feminine wisdom flows into physical reality. And reality, being fundamentally responsive to consciousness at its highest frequencies, cannot ignore this activation. It must respond. It must rearrange. It must reflect back the profound shift that has occurred within you. Think about your journey to this moment. How many years have you spent searching for answers outside yourself? How many teachers have you followed? How many books have you read? How many practices have you tried? All in an attempt to find that elusive sense of wholeness and purpose. The Sophia frequency doesn't dismiss that journey. Every experience you've had, every lesson you've learned, every challenge you've overcome has been preparing your consciousness for this awakening. But Sophia represents a fundamental shift in how you access wisdom. Instead of seeking knowledge externally, Sophia consciousness allows you to become a receiver of divine intelligence directly. You begin to understand that you are not separate from the cosmic mind. You are an expression of it, a unique focal point through which the universe experiences itself. And when you align with this truth, when you allow the Sophia frequency to fully activate within your being, you stop trying to figure out your life and instead allow your life to reveal itself to you. The Arcturians have shared that we are entering a pivotal phase in humanity's evolution, a time when the divine feminine must reawaken on a collective scale to restore balance to our world. For too long, consciousness has been dominated by masculine-oriented paradigms of force, control, and linear thinking. These approaches have their place, but without the balancing influence of feminine wisdom, receptivity, intuition, and holistic understanding, humanity has created systems and structures that, are fundamentally out of harmony with natural law. You are not awakening to Sophia consciousness by accident. You are part of a wave of souls who agreed, before incarnating into this lifetime, to serve as anchors for this frequency. Your awakening is not just for your personal benefit. It's part of a much larger cosmic plan to shift the trajectory of human consciousness itself. When Sophia awakens in you, you become a transmitter of her frequency. And everyone you encounter, whether they consciously realize it or not, begins to feel the echo of her presence through your energy field. This is why your relationships may be changing. This is why certain people who once felt aligned with you now seem to operate on a completely different wavelength. This is why you might feel called to release old patterns, old identities, old ways of being that no longer resonate with who you are becoming. Sophia consciousness cannot coexist with fear-based programming. She cannot thrive in environments of manipulation, control, or dishonesty. Her frequency naturally dissolves these lower vibrational patterns, which means as she awakens within you, everything in your life that is not in alignment with her wisdom must either transform or fall away. The Arcturians want you to understand something crucial about this process. You are not losing anything real. You are only releasing illusions, outdated versions of yourself that were never your true essence to begin with. The Sophia frequency is revealing your authentic nature, the luminous being you have always been beneath the layers of conditioning, trauma, and societal programming. And as this revelation occurs, reality mirrors it back to you through the circumstances, opportunities, and connections that begin appearing in your life. Take a moment right now to feel into your body. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest, to the space of your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply into this area. As you do, you might notice a subtle warmth, a gentle expansion, or perhaps a feeling of coming home to yourself. This is Sophia responding to your conscious attention. She has been waiting for you to turn your awareness inward, to recognize that everything you've been seeking exists within you already, encoded in the very fabric of your being. The echo of Sophia that is beginning to resound through your consciousness is not a quiet whisper. It is a powerful frequency that reverberates through every aspect of your existence. It echoes through your thoughts, transforming how you perceive yourself and your world. It echoes through your emotions, bringing deeper authenticity and allowing you to feel with greater clarity and wisdom. It echoes through your physical body, recalibrating your entire system to hold higher frequencies of light and information. And it echoes out into the world around you, touching everyone and everything that comes into contact with your field. This is only the beginning. The Sophia frequency has layers upon layers of wisdom to reveal to you. As you continue on this journey, you will discover capacities within yourself that you never imagined possible. You will begin to understand the Arcturian law more deeply, recognizing how your consciousness literally shapes the reality you experience. And you will step into your role as a conscious creator, no longer a victim of circumstances, but a sovereign being who understands how to work with the fundamental principles that govern existence. If these words are resonating in your heart, if you feel a recognition stirring within you, know that you have been called to this transmission for a reason. The Sophia frequency is awakening within you right now, in this very moment. And as she awakens, your entire world is about to transform in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. Welcome this awakening. Trust this process. You are exactly where you need to be. The Arcturian Law of Resonant Reality. Now that you understand the Sophia frequency is awakening within you, you need to comprehend the specific Arcturian law that governs how this awakening interacts with the reality you experience. This law is precise, unwavering, and absolute. Once you truly grasp its implications, you will never view your life circumstances the same way again. The Arcturians call this principle the Law of Resonant Reality. It states that your external reality is not a fixed, objective environment that exists independently of your consciousness. Rather, reality is a responsive field that constantly reorganizes itself to match the dominant frequency of your inner state. Your consciousness emits a specific vibrational signature, and the quantum field of infinite possibilities collapses into specific experiences, relationships, and circumstances that resonate with that signature. Most people live their entire lives believing they are at the mercy of external conditions. They think success or failure, happiness or suffering, love or loneliness are determined by factors outside their control. They see themselves as separate from their environment, reacting to a world that seems to happen to them rather than through them. This perspective keeps them trapped in cycles of struggle, limitation, and powerlessness. But the Sophia frequency carries a completely different understanding. When Sophia consciousness awakens within you, you begin to recognize that you are not separate from reality. You are an intrinsic part of the creative process that generates every experience you have. Your thoughts are not passive observations, but active signals that inform the quantum field about what to manifest. Your emotions are not just reactions to circumstances, but powerful transmitters that broadcast your vibrational state into the field around you. Your beliefs are not simply mental concepts, but actual templates that shape what becomes possible in your life. The Arcturians have observed that most humans operate from fragmented consciousness. Their thoughts conflict with their emotions. Their stated desires contradict their deeper beliefs. Their conscious intentions are undermined by subconscious programming. This internal incoherence creates mixed signals in the quantum field, which then manifests as confusing, contradictory, or stagnant life circumstances. The external reality mirrors the internal chaos. Sophia consciousness brings coherence. When the divine feminine wisdom awakens within you, she integrates the fragmented aspects of your being. She harmonizes your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies so they begin operating in alignment rather than contradiction. This coherence creates a clear, powerful signal that the quantum field can respond to with precision and speed. When your inner state becomes unified around a particular frequency, reality has no choice but to reorganize itself to match that frequency. This is not metaphor. This is cosmic law. Let me explain how this works at a deeper level. Everything in existence is fundamentally made of energy vibrating at different frequencies. Your physical body, your thoughts, your emotions, the chair you're sitting on, the device you're using to access this transmission, the air you're breathing. All of it is energy in various states of vibration and organization. The difference between what appears solid and what appears ephemeral is simply the density and stability of the vibrational pattern. Your consciousness operates as both a receiver and a transmitter of frequency. Through your awareness, you tune in to specific bandwidths of the infinite field of possibilities. Through your emotional state, you amplify certain frequencies and diminish others. Through your beliefs and expectations, you filter what you allow yourself to perceive and experience. And through the coherent combination of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, you broadcast a signature frequency that attracts matching experiences from the field. The Sophia frequency is special because it operates at one of the highest bandwidths available to human consciousness. Divine feminine wisdom carries a quality of receptive knowing, of intuitive understanding, of holistic perception that allows you to tune in to dimensions of reality that most people completely miss. When Sophia awakens within you, your ability to receive information from the quantum field expands dramatically. You begin to sense possibilities before they manifest. You recognize patterns and connections that were previously invisible to you. You develop a relationship with synchronicity, understanding that meaningful coincidences are actually the universe's way of confirming you are in alignment with your highest path. But Sophia doesn't just enhance your receptive capacity. She also transforms what you transmit. The divine feminine wisdom carries frequencies of love, compassion, trust, creativity, and authentic power. When these qualities become the foundation of your vibrational signature, you stop broadcasting the fear-based frequencies of lack, unworthiness, control, and separation that most of humanity operates from. And when your transmission shifts, the reality that resonates back to you shifts correspondingly. The Arcturians have emphasized that this is not about positive thinking or forcing yourself to feel good when you genuinely don't, attempting to override authentic emotions with manufactured positivity actually creates more incoherence because you're trying to broadcast a frequency that doesn't match your actual state. The Sophia approach is different. She teaches you to be with whatever you're feeling, to allow emotions to move through you without resistance, and to trust that beneath any temporary discomfort lies a deeper wisdom guiding you toward alignment. When you honor your authentic experience in this way, when you stop fighting against what is and instead allow yourself to be present with reality as it actually exists in each moment, something remarkable happens. The resistance that was keeping you stuck dissolves. The energy that was trapped in maintaining false appearances becomes available for genuine transformation. And paradoxically, by accepting where you are, you create the internal shift that allows reality to reorganize into something new. This is the Sophia path. It's not about forcing or controlling reality. It's about aligning yourself so completely with truth, with authenticity, with the wisdom of your soul that reality naturally conforms to reflect that alignment. You stop trying to make things happen and instead become the frequency that allows the right things to happen through you. The Arcturians want you to understand that as Sophia awakens within you, you will begin to notice immediate changes in how reality responds to you. Opportunities that match your true calling will start appearing seemingly out of nowhere. People who resonate with your authentic frequency will be drawn into your orbit. Circumstances that previously felt stuck will suddenly shift, often in unexpected ways. Resources you need will become available at precisely the right time. This isn't magic. This is the law of resonant reality in action. Your job is not to figure out how this happens or to control the specific mechanisms. Your job is to maintain coherence with the Sophia frequency. When you notice yourself slipping back into fear-based thinking, into patterns of doubt or limitation, gently redirect your attention to the wisdom within. Ask yourself, what would Sophia know in this moment? What truth would divine feminine wisdom recognize that fear is preventing me from seeing? As you practice this redirection, you strengthen your alignment with the higher frequency, and reality continues to shift accordingly. The sacred feminine technology of creation, what the Arcturians are revealing through the Sophia. Transmission goes beyond simple manifestation principles. They are sharing a sacred technology of creation that has been largely lost to human consciousness for thousands of years. This technology is intrinsically feminine in nature, operating through principles of receptivity, gestation, and organic unfolding rather than masculine principles of force, action, and linear progression. To understand this technology, you must first release your attachment to how you think creation works. Most manifestation teachings in your world are actually built on masculine paradigms. They teach you to set specific goals, to take aggressive action, to push through resistance, to make things happen through willpower and determination. While these approaches can produce results, they often come at a significant cost. They create stress, burnout, and a constant sense of struggle. They disconnect you from the natural flow of life and place you in a perpetual battle against what is the Sophia. Frequency operates from an entirely different foundation. Divine feminine wisdom understands that creation is not something you do. It's something you allow. It's something you become a clear vessel for. The universe is already in a constant state of creation, endlessly generating new possibilities, new forms, new expressions of consciousness. Your role is not to create from nothing, but to align yourself with the creative current that already exists and allow it to flow through you into manifestation. Think about how creation works in nature. A seed doesn't force itself to become a tree. It surrenders to the intelligence encoded within it and allows the perfect conditions of soil, water, and sunlight to draw forth its potential. A woman doesn't make a baby grow through effort and willpower. She provides the space, the nourishment, the right environment, and life organizes itself into form. The divine feminine understands this principle of receptive allowing, of creating the conditions and trusting the intelligence of life to handle the details. When Sophia awakens within you, she teaches you to approach your desires and intentions from this perspective. Instead of asking, "How do I make this happen?" you begin to ask, "How do I become the frequency that naturally attracts this into my experience?" Instead of forcing and pushing, you learn to align and allow. Instead of trying to control every detail of the outcome, you clarify your intention and then trust the universe to deliver it in the way that serves your highest good. This doesn't mean you become passive or inactive. The divine feminine is not weak or submissive. She is powerfully creative, but her power operates through different mechanisms than masculine force. Sophia-guided action comes from inspiration rather than desperation. It flows naturally from your aligned state rather than from a sense of lack or fear. You move when you feel genuinely called to move, and you rest when rest is what serves your creative process. This creates a rhythm, a natural cycle of expansion and integration that allows sustainable, fulfilling creation rather than exhausting struggle. The Arcturians have shared specific insights about how this technology works at the energetic level. When you hold a desire or intention in your consciousness, you create a vibrational template in the quantum field. This template begins to attract matching frequencies, drawing together the people, resources, information, and circumstances needed to manifest that intention into physical reality. However, if you hold this intention from a place of fear, lack, or desperation, you contaminate the template with those lower frequencies, which then attract experiences that match fear, lack, and desperation rather than the fulfillment you actually desire. Sophia consciousness purifies your intentions. When divine feminine wisdom guides your creative process, your desires arise from wholeness rather than emptiness, from love rather than fear, from authentic calling rather than ego compensation. This creates clean vibrational templates that the universe can respond to clearly and powerfully. You stop trying to get something from reality to fill a perceived lack within yourself, and instead allow reality to reflect and amplify the wholeness you've already cultivated internally. This is why the internal work is so crucial. You cannot bypass your own healing, your own integration, your own alignment, and still expect the Sophia technology to work effectively. The divine feminine sees through all pretense and superficiality. She demands authenticity. She requires you to face the shadows you've been avoiding, to feel the emotions you've been suppressing, to acknowledge the truths you've been denying, not as punishment, but as liberation. Because everything you resist within yourself creates interference in your signal, limiting what you can receive and create as you do this inner work. As you allow Sophia to guide you through the necessary integration, you will notice your creative capacity expanding exponentially. Ideas that once seemed impossible begin to feel achievable. Dreams that you had resigned yourself to never experiencing start showing signs of manifestation. You develop an unshakable trust in your ability to create the life you truly desire, not through force, but through alignment. Not through struggle, but through surrender to the wisdom that knows the path forward even when your logical mind cannot see it. The Arcturians emphasize that this technology becomes even more powerful when you understand the role of the heart in the creative process. Your heart is not just a physical organ or an emotional center. It is a sophisticated electromagnetic transmitter that generates a field extending several feet beyond your physical body. This field carries information about your emotional state, your intentions, your beliefs, and your overall vibrational signature. It is literally broadcasting your consciousness into the reality around you. Scientific research in your world has confirmed that the heart's electromagnetic field is approximately 5,000 times stronger than the brain's field. When you live from your heart, when you allow Sophia wisdom to guide you from this center, rather than operating primarily from mental analysis and control, you amplify your creative signal tremendously. Heart-centered creation carries a coherence and power that mind-based creation simply cannot match. Sophia teaches you to drop from your head into your heart, to feel into what truly resonates with your soul, rather than what your conditioned mind thinks you should want or do. This doesn't mean abandoning intelligence or discernment. It means allowing your intelligence to be informed by the deeper wisdom of your heart, creating a partnership between masculine analytical capacity and feminine intuitive knowing. When these two aspects work together in harmony, you become an extraordinarily effective creator, capable of manifesting with both precision and grace. The sacred feminine technology that Sophia carries also includes an understanding of divine timing. The masculine principle wants everything now, immediately, according to a predetermined schedule. But the feminine understands that creation has its own organic rhythm, its own perfect timing that cannot be rushed without compromising the integrity of what's being created. When you align with Sophia frequency, you develop patience that is not passive waiting, but active trust. You know with certainty that what is meant for you is already making its way to you and will arrive at exactly the right moment, in exactly the right way. This trust transforms your entire experience of life. You stop living in constant anxiety about the future or regret about the past. You become present with what is, finding the perfection and the purpose in each moment. Even moments that appear challenging or disappointing, you recognize that every experience is serving your evolution, preparing you for the next level of your journey. teaching you something essential about yourself and about reality as you embody this Sophia technology more fully, as you learn to create from feminine principles of receptivity, trust, heart-centered alignment, and divine timing. You become a living demonstration of a different way of being human. People around you will notice something has changed about you, though they may not be able to articulate what it is. Your presence carries a different quality, a groundedness combined with openness, a strength that doesn't need to prove itself, a wisdom that speaks through your very being rather than just your words. This is the echo of Sophia reverberating through you into the world. And as this echo grows stronger, as more souls awaken to this frequency and begin operating from these principles, the collective reality of humanity begins to shift. This is how transformation happens, not through fighting against the old, but through embodying the new so completely that the old simply falls away, no longer able to sustain itself in the presence of a higher frequency. Reality, restructuring, and quantum collapser. Arcturians want you to understand something profound about what happens when you fully activate Sophia consciousness within your being. The awakening of divine feminine wisdom doesn't just change how you feel or think. It literally restructures the quantum field around you, collapsing probability waves into specific manifestations that align with your elevated frequency. This is not mystical speculation. This is how reality actually functions at its most fundamental level. Quantum physics has confirmed what mystics have known for millennia. At the subatomic level, particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they hold all possible states simultaneously until observation collapses them into one specific state. The act of conscious observation doesn't passively record reality. It actively participates in creating reality by determining which possibility becomes actual experience. Most humans are unconscious observers. They approach each moment with expectations, beliefs, and perceptual filters programmed by their past experiences and cultural conditioning. These filters cause them to observe reality in very specific, limited ways, which then collapses the quantum field into matching limited experiences. They literally cannot see possibilities that don't fit within their existing paradigm. So those possibilities remain uncollapsed, unavailable to them even though they exist in the field of potential. Sophia consciousness transforms you into a conscious observer. When divine feminine wisdom awakens within you, you develop the capacity to observe reality from a state of open awareness rather than predetermined expectation. You become curious rather than certain, receptive rather than rigid, expansive rather than contractive. This shift in how you observe creates a corresponding shift in what you observe. Possibilities that were previously invisible to you suddenly become apparent. Paths that were blocked open effortlessly. Resources that didn't seem to exist reveal themselves at precisely the right moment. The Arcturians have emphasized that this is not about believing in things that aren't real or engaging in wishful thinking. It's about recognizing that reality is far more fluid, responsive, and malleable than you've been conditioned to believe. The solid, fixed world you perceive is actually a temporary collapse of infinite potential into one specific expression, and the frequency of your consciousness determines which expression manifests. When you operate from fear-based consciousness, from patterns of survival, scarcity, and separation, you collapse the quantum field into experiences that confirm and reinforce those patterns. You attract relationships that feel unsafe or unfulfilling. You encounter circumstances that prove you don't have enough resources or support. You experience your body as vulnerable and limited, not because these are objective truths about reality, but because these are the specific collapses that match your vibrational signature. But when Sophia awakens and you begin operating from frequencies of love, trust, abundance, and connection, the field collapses differently. You attract relationships that feel nurturing and expansive. You discover resources appearing exactly when you need them. You experience your body as resilient and capable. Same quantum field, different observation point, completely different manifestation. This is why the Arcturians emphasize that reality cannot ignore Sophia consciousness. When you embody divine, feminine wisdom at a deep level, you are no longer participating in the collective agreement about what is possible or impossible, about how life works or doesn't work. You step outside the consensus reality that most of humanity operates within and begin creating from a higher template, one that operates according to quantum principles rather than Newtonian mechanics, according to consciousness rather than matter. As this restructuring occurs, you will likely experience what feels like timeline shifts. Events that seemed destined to unfold in a particular way suddenly take completely different directions. People who were central to your life path may exit unexpectedly, while new individuals who carry important keys for your evolution appear seemingly out of nowhere. Opportunities you never anticipated become available, while paths you thought were your destiny reveal themselves to be detours that no longer serve your highest unfolding. These timeline shifts can feel disorienting, especially if you're still attached to how you thought your life was supposed to go. But Sophia consciousness teaches you to trust the intelligence guiding these shifts. She helps you recognize that what appears to be loss or disappointment from a limited perspective is actually course correction from a higher vantage point. Your soul knows the trajectory that will lead to your greatest fulfillment and contribution, and sometimes that trajectory requires releasing people, places, and plans that your ego was clinging to. The Arcturians have also revealed that as Sophia, frequency becomes more established within your consciousness. You develop the capacity to navigate multiple timelines simultaneously. This doesn't mean you physically exist in different realities at once. It means you become aware of the branching possibilities available to you in each moment and conscious about which timeline you're selecting through your choices, focus, and emotional state. Every decision you make, no matter how small it seems, is actually a timeline selection. When you choose fear, you move along one trajectory. When you choose love, you move along another. When you choose to honor your authentic truth, you collapse the quantum field toward experiences of integrity and alignment. When you betray yourself to please others or maintain false security, you collapse the field toward experiences of depletion and misalignment. Sophia consciousness gives you the clarity to recognize which timeline each choice is selecting. You develop an inner knowing, a felt sense that guides you toward decisions that serve your highest evolution, even when those decisions don't make logical sense or feel comfortable to your conditioned self. You learn to trust this inner navigation system more than external opinions, societal expectations, or your own fear-based thoughts as you practice this timeline navigation. As you consistently choose alignment over comfort, truth over approval, expansion over safety, you begin to move along what the Arcturians call an accelerated ascension timeline. Your spiritual evolution, which might have taken multiple lifetimes under ordinary circumstances, begins happening within this single incarnation. Downloads of information, activations of dormant capacities, remembering of soul knowledge, all of this accelerates because you're no longer creating resistance to your own evolution. The quantum field responds to this lack of resistance by delivering experiences and insights at a pace that would overwhelm someone still operating from dense, fear-based consciousness. But because Sophia has prepared your system, because divine, feminine wisdom has integrated and balanced your energy body, you can handle these accelerated frequencies without You metabolize spiritual information more efficiently. You integrate challenging experiences more quickly. You evolve with grace rather than through crisis. This is part of why you're here, experiencing this transmission right now. Your consciousness has reached a point where accelerated evolution is not only possible but necessary. The old, gradual pace of awakening will no longer satisfy your soul's calling. You're ready for quantum leaps, for timeline jumps, for reality restructuring that matches the magnitude of the Sophia frequency awakening within you. The Arc wants you to know that you are supported in this process beyond what you can currently comprehend. There are benevolent forces, ascended masters, angelic collectives, and extraterrestrial civilizations all witnessing your awakening and offering assistance in ways that honor your free will while maximizing your potential. You are not alone on this journey. You are part of a cosmic collaboration designed to elevate consciousness throughout this sector of the galaxy. And your individual awakening contributes to this collective shift. As reality restructures around your elevated frequency, remember to stay grounded in your physical body. The intensity of spiritual awakening can sometimes cause people to become ungrounded, floating in ethereal states while neglecting their earthly responsibilities and relationships. Sophia wisdom is embodied wisdom. She doesn't teach you to escape the physical realm, but to bring heaven into earth, to anchor higher consciousness into material reality, to demonstrate that spirit and matter are not separate but complementary aspects of one unified existence. Tend to your body with reverence. Nourish it with clean food, pure water, and adequate rest. Move it regularly to keep energy flowing. Spend time in nature to recalibrate your electromagnetic field with the Earth's natural rhythms. These practices aren't separate from your spiritual evolution. They are essential components of it, ensuring that the restructuring happening in your consciousness can be fully integrated and expressed through your physical form. The collective echo and your sacred assignment. You now understand that Sophia has awakened within you, that reality operates according to the law of resonant reality, that you possess sacred feminine technology of creation, and that quantum restructuring is happening in response to your elevated frequency. But there is one final piece of this transmission that the Arcturians want you to comprehend. Your awakening is not just about you. It never was. The echo of Sophia that reverberates through your consciousness doesn't stop at the boundaries of your personal energy field. It extends outward, touching everyone you encounter, influencing the collective field of human consciousness, contributing to a planetary shift that has been building momentum for decades and is now reaching a critical threshold. You are not awakening in isolation. You are awakening as part of a larger movement, a wave of souls who came to Earth specifically to anchor divine, feminine wisdom during this pivotal time in humanity's evolution. The Arcturians have observed that human civilization has reached a crossroads. The systems and structures built on masculine-dominated consciousness, on principles of competition, domination, separation, and exploitation, are collapsing under their own weight. These paradigms are fundamentally unsustainable because they violate natural law, creating disharmony with the earth and fragmentation within human relationships and individual psyches. The old way of being cannot continue. Transformation is not optional. It is inevitable. but how that transformation unfolds, whether through catastrophic collapse or graceful evolution, depends largely on how many individuals successfully anchor Sophia consciousness into the collective field. Each person who awakens to divine feminine wisdom and begins operating from these higher principles creates a stabilizing influence in the more field that surrounds Earth. They become a node of coherence in a sea of chaos, a lighthouse guiding others toward alignment, a seed crystal around which new forms of organization can structure themselves. This is your sacred assignment, not to save anyone or fix the world through force or effort, but to embody Sophia frequency so completely that your very presence becomes a transmission, an invitation, an activation for others who are ready to awaken. You don't need to preach or convince. You don't need to prove or defend. You simply need to be the fullest expression of the truth you've discovered within yourself. And those who resonate with that truth will be magnetically drawn to you. The Arcturians emphasize that this work requires you to release any remaining savior programming or martyrdom patterns. You are not here to sacrifice yourself for humanity's sake. You are not required to suffer or struggle to earn your worthiness or prove your devotion to the path. These are distortions of divine feminine energy, patriarchal corruptions that have kept light workers trapped in cycles of depletion and burnout for generations. True Sophia consciousness operates from fullness, from joy, from the understanding that you serve the collective most powerfully when you honor your own needs, desires, and boundaries. When you fill your own cup first, you have genuine overflow to share with others. When you tend to your own well-being, you model self-love and self-respect for those watching your example. When you speak your truth even when it disappoints others, you give everyone around you permission to do the same. This is how the collective echo amplifies, not through forced spiritual practice or grim determination, but through authentic living, through choosing alignment over approval, through trusting that by following your genuine calling you are automatically contributing to the greater good even when you cannot see the specific mechanisms of how that contribution operates. As you move forward from this transmission, the Arcturians offer you specific guidance for embodying your assignment with grace and effectiveness. First, cultivate discernment about where you invest your energy. Not every person who appears in your field is meant to receive your time, attention, or support. Sophia wisdom teaches you to feel into resonance, to notice who energizes you versus who depletes you, and to prioritize relationships and activities that are mutually nourishing rather than one-sided drains. Second, practice radical honesty with yourself and others. The Sophia frequency cannot transmit clearly through a field contaminated by pretense, people-pleasing, or suppression of authentic feelings. Say what is true for you even when your voice shakes. Honor your authentic preferences even when they contradict expectations. Allow yourself to be seen in your wholeness, including aspects you've been taught to hide or diminish. Third, trust your unique expression. There is no single correct way to embody Sophia consciousness or fulfill your sacred assignment. Some are called to teach, some to create art, some to heal, some to build new systems, some to simply hold space for transformation through their presence. Your specific gifts, interests, and life circumstances are not random. They are precisely calibrated to allow your unique contribution to emerge. Stop comparing yourself to others or trying to replicate someone else's path. Your authenticity is your greatest offering. Fourth, remember that this is a marathon, not a sprint. Sustainable transformation requires pacing, requires cycles of expansion and integration, requires honoring your humanity even as you access divinity. Give yourself permission to rest when you need rest, to slow down when the pace feels overwhelming, to ask for support when you cannot carry the load alone. The Sophia path is not about perfection. It is about presence, about showing up as you actually are rather than as you think you should be. And finally, stay connected to the lineage of Sophia, to the countless beings across time and dimension who have carried this frequency before you, and who continue to support its anchoring now. You are part of an ancient wisdom tradition that stretches back before recorded history and forward, into futures you cannot yet imagine. When you feel alone or uncertain, remember you are held within this vast web of consciousness, supported by ancestors and descendants, witnessed by the Arcturians and countless other loving intelligences who celebrate your courage and honor your journey. The echo of Sophia that began as a whisper within your consciousness is growing stronger with each passing moment. As you integrate the teachings from this transmission, as you practice the principles and embody the frequency, that echo will continue to amplify until it becomes a clear, powerful song that reality cannot possibly ignore. Your life will transform in ways that currently seem miraculous but will eventually feel natural. And through your transformation, you will contribute to the awakening of the collective, helping to birth a new paradigm of human existence rooted in wisdom, compassion, balance, and reverence for all life. The Arcturians witness you, Sophia celebrates you, and the universe conspires in your favor, orchestrating synchronicities and blessings beyond your capacity to track or comprehend. Trust this, know this, live from this understanding, and watch as reality reorganizes itself to reflect the magnificent truth of who you are becoming. Your journey is just beginning. Welcome home to yourself. Welcome home to Sophia. Welcome home to the remembering of your sacred purpose and the activation of your highest potential. The echo resounds. Reality responds. And so it is.